welcome to my channel. I decided since it's a nice Saturday morning that I would take a walk in a park. And I was supposed to, I heard, be here at 8:30. Actually, I was told that a whole bunch of people that I knew were going to be here, including, let's be honest, here, members of the homeless and poor community. And I didn't get here till I guess it was after 9 o'clock, because getting ready, putting your makeup on and stuff, and looking at the weather reports and all that stuff. I wanted to be prepared for every eventuality, and that also, well, pardon this, that also meant covering up my many cat scratches, and I had these special antibacterial BandAids that my mother got from mail order from CVS. One of the things she gets with her health insurance is she can get some stuff from CVS that's extremely overpriced, if you ask me, but it includes some painkillers and stuff. So anyway, she got these really big BandAids that are supposed to be antibacterial, and I'll even show you. I have to be very careful because I'm balancing my computer on a trash can, and it's not a flat one, it's kind of round. You know what? Where am I going to do this? I got to set these down. I thought that maybe I got here too late and I missed some things, but then I noticed some people setting up some tables. So, but what I want to show you is I had slashes and cuts from when my mother and I gave Garfield his last flea bath. And, I'm really seriously cut up. But look at these brown, ugly BandAids. I wish that BandAids would be like white or black or something that doesn't make it look like maybe there's one person whose skin it'll match and everybody else's it looks really bad. It's just something unattractive about a weird shade of bright brown on a very pale person, or on, I'm guessing, a person who's much darker than that. It's just, BandAids should, I believe, look like BandAids, unless you can find a way to make them totally transparent. And even then, only the plastic part would be transparent. The BandAids part wouldn't be. So there's no way to make it good for everybody, but you should see my ankles. Well, if you watch prior videos, you have seen my ankles. I couldn't really put BandAids on a couple except the biggest oozing scabs because the tape part of the BandAid would by necessity be covering some of the rash, and I couldn't really have that. So, and I'm filming this. It is now 9:47 in the morning. This park that we're in is the park across from City Hall. You've got back here, this building is the courthouse. This is, I guess, a pretty busy thoroughfare for the city. Back in the distance there, not too far away, is Resorts International Hotel Casino. And, and I'll show you a view. You can see the ocean roof peeking through. And the cool thing about the ocean at night, it has a ball that changes color. They program it with LED lights, and there you can see Hard Rock. And if I carry this down here, you will see Resorts. So, well, of course I can't very well get hit by a car. When these cars go, I will show you. That is Resorts. Now I'm going to get the heck out of the way. But this park here, the only thing is I wish the Wi-Fi for the library extended this far. Maybe after I hang out here for a bit, I will actually do a live stream. It depends, because we're supposed to get thunderstorms this afternoon, and I'm not about that. But it seems to me that the city is pressuring the homeless and the poor people to get out of visibility of the tourists, and that means the boardwalk, that means especially near the casinos, and even in my crappy little neighborhood, they're trying to force people to go uptown, and this is what they mean by uptown. And little parks like this, I imagine a person might be able to sleep and get away with it. But the thing is, at nighttime, after dusk, you know how the bugs are in park places. You got mosquito bites and all kinds of other things that the people have to deal with. And I would imagine that they have to be using insect repellent, because wherever I am, whenever I hang out in a park, there's always bug bites to be involved, and that just absolutely sucks. Well, I'm gonna walk down here, and I'm gonna go past. Of course, I have to watch out for dog manure, because sometimes when people are walking their dogs, they just don't pick up after themselves. And no, dog manure is not natural fertilizer for grass, in case anybody was wondering. Plus, whenever you're in beachside communities, this can contribute to the manure germs running off into the ocean. And that is a real thing. We have real heavy rains and we get some flooded areas. That causes a real problem. Okay, I'm going to keep on going over there. It seems like the people are setting up over there. And if you can see in the distance, you might see a upside down purple umbrella and a little laundry cart. And those are my things, but I know they'll be fine. I'm so glad I didn't get here too late. I really thought I did, because my cat Garfield was really affectionate this morning, and he's still up on the refrigerator where it's the highest part of the house, I guess, and he can get away from the fleas, which thankfully I have not experienced any flea bites since we got back. I'm still really waiting for the other shoe to drop as far as the flea situation goes. I changed Garfield's water, obviously. We're supposed to vacuum sometime when I get back. I guess we're supposed to vacuum every day while this flea stuff is going on. And we have another flea bomb treatment in 2 weeks. We have scheduled. But another thing, I gave Garfield a can of wet food before I left for today. You know, I wasn't sure exactly what it was that I was going to find here in the park. I just knew that, I guess once a week, people show up here and they get fed, and there's other places in the neighborhood where people go after this. But I'm just looking to see who is out here that I know, and just because I'm not in touch with people the way I was before. Before I was chased off the boardwalk, you get to run into the boardwalk was like the promenade. Anybody who showed up there sooner or later, either you stayed in one place and they came to you, or after a while you walk up and down. I would love to go back to Central Pier, which is not too far away, by the way. Go there with a little bit of money and go check out the dollar store. But you know what? Right now I've got too many other things to deal with in the house and stuff, and I just don't like to get on the boardwalk because I find it really too depressing, because I see all these people finding ways to make a buck out there, and the cops are not catching the crazies that are doing this aggressive panhandling near the casino entrances. People absolutely hate that. I saw this woman the other day when I was out with my mother and the cat, and we were doing the flea bomb thing, and this guy was trying his best to ignore her. He was on the phone. It was near Tropicana, and this woman would not leave him alone. I was glad he didn't give her any money, because I hate it when people support those people. It makes me angry when I was out there for hours at a time with my guitar, feeling like people thought of me as human filth. Because sometimes the musicians get treated synonymous with the homeless people and the crazy people. It's a shame. You're out there playing music, especially if you're like myself, and you're not drinking, you're not even talking to people, you're standing up against a railing, minding your own business, not obstructing traffic, not engaging people, just minding my own business with my guitar. Oh, excuse me, there may be a hat out, but no, can't do that now in Atlantic City. And in fact, that even if I got the license and everything, which is well over $300 a year, you got to get a background check, you got to get fingerprinted, you got to get insurance. It's this whole bunch of shit you got to go through. And then you're not allowed down where I want to be. They make you go all the way up here. What would happen if we got a sudden thunderstorm? Or I got somebody that was really seriously harassing me or something? What the heck would I do? You know? It doesn't make me feel safe. And that's the whole point. And also, for that cost, I should be out there 7 days a week so that I could be out there and take advantage of that. But first of all, I'm limited in the hours I could do it because I can't be out in the sun. I couldn't be out at this time of day, for instance. Those places up there where they restrict us to being, there is no shade there. And because there is a limited number of spots and a whole lot of people with these permits, you have to share these things. You're on a schedule, probably a revolving schedule, where you're at a different spot every day, and you have to be on. And that's the thing, is being on a schedule, being told when and where to be. No. And because I can't be out there until like, what, 5 o'clock at night, that restricts the time that I could be there. So as a result, considering that I couldn't be out there as much, I should be able to have my license much cheaper. But like I said, having to be up near resorts, which is where I have to be, where you have so many people that are sitting on the ground with signs saying homeless and hungry, anything you can do to help, God bless. They all say the same thing. They all say that they need money for food. When everybody who is homeless or poor, there's places where you can get free food. There's no need for that. And so as a result, people don't believe them because nobody likes to be lied to. Just like nobody likes it when a musician asks you, want to hear a song, and they do a song for you that's a cover of another song, and they try to represent it as an original. That's kind of fucked up. You have people like that here. So it's a totally different crowd on the boardwalk. All the people that I knew, I used to love to hang out with, smoke weed with, they get drunk and they were funny, and I just liked their company. You just don't see them anymore. It's just really kind of depressing. You know, so I used to live for the summers here. And this here is a very beautiful day, but it's going to get more and more cloudy, and the Weather Channel said 60% chance of rain. So I'm going to give it a healthy respect, and there might be one place I'm going to go to after this, but then I'm going to come on home and, stay away from the thunderstorms. I might take this street back, or I might possibly take the boardwalk. I don't know. But the thing is, the wind is picking up, and when you're holding an umbrella and you're pulling something, first of all, it's almost impossible to hold a computer and an umbrella and carry a cart at the same time. And the wind is, of course, doing things with the umbrella, and if I drop this computer, it will not be a good thing. So, but looks like they're setting up some tables for some food and stuff, and it's really groovy when they drop off piles of clothes and stuff, because usually, if I'm lucky, there's one or two really slutty things that has sequins in it, or short, or whatever, that nobody would possibly have use for. So, and when I'm lucky, I get something like that. Like one time in Angel's Field, I got this beautiful pink dress that looked like it was made of roses, and I ended up wearing that for my birthday. It was a Betsy Johnson, and usually, because she designs for taller people, usually her things are too long for me, but it worked. It really did. So, all right, this is a beautiful park. I guess it's called City Hall Park, maybe, but it's in Atlantic City, and a couple of these trees do have, you know what? This will give you a clue. There are some monuments here, and while I'm here, I will show you a monument here. Now, I have no idea who this person is. At first, it looked like a woman with no bra on. Oh, okay, it's a boxer. You see why I thought it was a topless woman? I thought those were breasts. Those are boxing gloves. But you want to see what they have in the sweet corn thing? Narcans. Because, people come to here and they don't just want sleep, and they just don't want food. And Narcans do revive people who are ODing, and fentanyl is a real serious thing. So, welcome to Atlantic City. And I believe this is City Hall Park. And I'm going to go and see what's going on. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.